This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. The track and field competition got underway today at the Pan Am Games in Toronto. Chavez Hart made it through to the next round, the men's 100 meters, finishing third in his heat in 10.13 seconds. Jonathan Farquharson was eighth in his heat in 10.48 and did not advance. That was it for the morning session, as long jumper Raymond Higgs did not make the trip to Canada. Now in this evening session, Tamara Myers is on the runway in the women's triple jump final. She popped 13.57 meters on her opening jump, which is 44 feet 6 1/4 inches. That was her best jump of the competition and it placed her 10th. Now, two Bahamians also in the semifinals of the women's 100-meter hurdles tonight. Danica Brown, 8th in Heat 1 in 13.18 and did not advance. Devin Charlton, she was 5th in her heat. That's Heat 2 in 13.22. She too failed to make it to the final. Now the lone boxer left for the Bahamas, Carl Heel. He steps in the ring later on tonight against Alberto Palmetta from Argentina. That's in the welterweight division quarterfinals. From tennis, Team Bahamas now 1-1 at the America's Zone 3 Davis Cup tie in Panama. After being shut out yesterday by Guatemala, the 2-4-2 rebounding with a 2-1 win over Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago. In singles, the Bahamas, they split matches there. Kevin Major winning 6-2 and 4, while Rodney Carey, he fell 6-3 and 7-6. As for the doubles, Marvin Roll and Jamal Adderley, they teamed up for a 6-3. 6-1 victory. The Emancipation Holiday Weekend, that is just around the corner. Exuma will host two Class C regattas. That, of course, in Rollville and Black Point. Two other regattas also on the schedule, slated to take place in the A, B, and C classes. Now, we can tell you one of those regattas will be in Acklands. And earlier today, Island Luck came on board, sponsoring some $10,000.
We need to know that there's more islands out there than those close by. So we need to make sure support our family islands that are far gone. So Island Luck will also be a sponsor next year.
We have a mandate to ensure that this tradition continues in the far-flung islands like Acklands, and that this thing carries on. But unfortunately, the way we are set up at the moment, we depend on sponsorship, we depend on the charity of others, and Island Luck once again has seen fit to come to our aid. They pulled us out of the fire last year with a donation, and they're doing it again this year.
As for the other major regatta slated for the Emancipation Holiday Weekend, we swing it over to Charles Fisher.
Sail during the August Monday holiday weekend and will be held in honor of the late sailing pioneer Hubert King.
Hubert King hails from Noses Cat Island, in a particular area in Cat Island known as King Yard. The King family is a very proud and industrious family, and they are on board to support us in honoring Hubert King. Hubert King was among a group of Cat Islanders and administrators who in 1956 organized the first Cat Island Regatta.
All the top A, B, and C class sloops will line up.
We're going to have in the A class boats like Houdat, Red Stripe, Good News, Southern Cross, Ed Sky. All those boats would be down in the A class. In the B class, we're going to have boats like Cobra, Udiva, Passion, Ant's Nest, Susan Chase. We're going to have some of the better boats. If you notice, most of these boats were in the top 5 down in the All Exuma Regatta. In the C class, we're going to have Jacob Ladder, Miss Kitty. Whitaker is going to Black Point, so we put in Sacrifice. This year we're going to have Sacrifice. Don't forget, we're launching a brand new boat in Cat Island, Catch the Cat.
Not only will there be top-notch sailing sleuths, but also top-notch Bahamian talent.
We're going to have artists such as Gino D, D-Mac, Veronica Bishop, KB, the Prison Band, Lassado Boys, and Anderson, our own local artists out of Cat Island. We're going to have the finest in entertainment.
And sailing fans can expect a real first-class atmosphere at the site.
We completed extensive renovations to the sailing club in New Bight. We installed new windows. We renovated the male and female bathrooms, retiled the floors. We also closed up the ceiling and had the exposed wires, electrical wires, and we installed air conditioning units throughout the sailing club.
For ZNS Total Sports, I'm Charles Fisher.
Thanks a lot, Charles. Well, the Bahamas Flag Football League's 2015 season, all history now. The Bomber G Bobcats won the women's title, and they still have some unfinished business to attend to.
We ain't celebrate yet because, a lot of tournaments are still going on. So we want to just, continue on with the practicing and stuff. And we don't want to get too relaxed and lazy at this time. So, tournament is in Freeport in another few weeks. And then I think it's another tournament in September and October. So we're going to just practice. And after everything is over with, then we'll do the celebrating. We're trying to win everything this year and be the first team to do it.
Now, while the Bobcats are celebrating success as a team, there are also a couple of players who excelled individually.
This first time ever that I've been associated with the league that we have two players, two quarterbacks with over 1,000 yards in passing, and that's actually pretty good. When you look at we only play a 9-season game, that's averaging over 100 yards a game. So, and then we have some excellent runners and some dominating plays on defense. So it was extremely competitive this year.
Last night, we heard from the winners and runners-up of the inaugural Lloyd Sporting Lounge Best of the Best Pool Tournament as Freeport took home the title over Nassau. Tonight, we hear from the host team representing Long Island. Desmond Burrows, Duran Wilson, Dennis Wells, and Joey Knowles came away with a third-place finish.
Nobody want to finish third, but we tried our best, and then, the guys from Freeport, they shooting very good, and they supposed to be the best team in this tournament right now. But like I always say, if you don't have what it takes to win it, then I guess you'll come up short. But next year, this time you'll be sitting in the winner's spot.
Like Desmond said, nobody really wants to come third, but I felt like we could pull it up a little bit. It's just that the other team outshoot us this go round, But there's always another time.
These guys are the best, man. And I did everything I can do, and I guess it came up short.
I really wanted the championship, but those Freeport guys were tough, So hopefully next year, because I know it's going to happen again next year, hopefully next year we'll be ready for them, They had the better roles, so they won.
A couple of special guests were in town as a part of the 2015 Kevin KJ Johnson Summer Basketball Camp. Former NBA player Maurice Iger and former Vice President of Social Responsibility and Player Development for the NBA Kevin Carr let the kids know exactly what it takes in order to play at the highest level.
It takes a lot of faith. You have to have the right people around you, and most importantly, you have to believe in yourself. You have to always work hard every single day. I know it sounds cliche, but it's very important that you get in that gym, put your hours in, pay attention to the people that's trying to help you, and continue to believe in yourself. Trust God and just go for it.
For most people, even if the height isn't there, you can have as much confidence and you can have a great attitude and passion. You bring that, it's not always about talent. I always say in the NBA, it's more than talent. Your talent has to be grown and has to be developed. So if I can say anything, work on things that are innate to you, that are going to create a niche for you and give people a sense that you can do something no matter your size, and really accentuate that to get noticed. And when you get your time to shine, you be ready for that opportunity, and you be prepared for that by doing everything you see here, getting in the gym, learning from people, listening.
And that will do it for sports. Stay tuned. The Bahamas Tonight comes back after the break.
This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.